Hi guys, welcome to the channel, Office Bloke Daz Sports Edition. I'm Office Bloke Daz.
I'm Office Bloke Aidan.
Right, new channel. First video is preview of the 2023 finals.
NBA finals. Miami Heat versus the Denver Nuggets.
Yeah, there was some. I wouldn't say some. There was some great basketball played in the conference finals.
Yeah, there was also some quite bad basketball played.
There was
playoffs.
There was, but Denver's looking very, very sharp.
Denver looks like they just can't be beaten at the moment. Really, I don't think.
I keep getting his name mixed up because we had a Jovic play for us, didn't we? It's Jokic, innit?
Yeah.
Jokic. Yeah. I keep
just call him the Joker.
The Joker. Yeah,
Let's call him the Joker.
I know, but you've got. I don't know. Miami did a great pullback from being 3-0 up to 3-3.
Yeah, you could say it was meant to be Boston for the first time ever, really, to pull back a 3-0 series.
Yeah, I thought Boston was going to go through.
I think a lot of people did, especially when after the 3 games on the bounce, you're back at your own stadium.
And they had a great team.
They do have a great team.
Yeah. So Miami's got some game changers though. They've got game winners.
It's just that Jimmy Butler's. If they didn't have Jimmy Butler, they probably wouldn't have even made the playoffs. They would have got knocked out in the play-ins, I think. It's one of them.
Yeah, he's definitely a player, isn't he? But here we are. You're our NBA man on the scene.
Out of us two, yeah.
Out of most people I know, you're the NBA man
in England. Yeah.
I'm not a massive. I know a lot about the NBA, but I'm an old school NBA sort of like.
So our knowledge can come.
But I see Jokic coming through as like the next Larry Bird.
He's just that Serbian. Is he Serbian?
Yeah.
He's just that like he's. I don't like. Some of the times I've watched him, I'm like, how has he even done that? He would like turn around, fade away, and the defender will be. He's right on him, and swish. I'm like, how's he done that?
Yeah, his style of play. But I think what you might find with Miami going into the final is Miami might sort of like bring a game where they play with his head. I don't think there's any matchup going into the final. I don't think there's a matchup. I don't think you can put anyone from the Heat onto.
Nikola Jokic.
Yeah, you can't
have Bam Adebayo. He's going to be the play. He's going to be the player that will have to do that job, and he won't be able to do that job.
I don't think he can do it. So I'm not sure. They're just going to change their style of play to mess with Jokic's head.
But if you do that, you're going to leave like people like Jamal Murray with a lot of.
That's the other side of it.
If you give him space.
They're a full team, Denver.
Yeah.
They're a full all-on team. Anyway, we're gonna preview it with the inside the NBA guys.
Yeah.
So Shaq, Charles,
we'll watch
Bernie,
this. We'll give our predictions
Kenny.
of what we think as well of the finals and stuff.
But let's see what these have got to say, and we'll put our bit in as well.
And a little preview for you. By the way, they met twice in the regular season.
Miami hadn't beaten them since the Obama administration.
Nuggets won both.
Charles, funny, isn't it?
Both last year.
But one by 5 and one by 4 this year. The Heat have lost their last 6 at Denver.
Pause a second.
Well, you can go ahead and put 7, 8 in game.
Do you know what Charles Barkley is for me? Do you know we go to a lot of sport. People who don't know Aidan and I, we go to a lot of sporting events, don't we? Mostly football, English football, but we've done other stuff. And do you know that one guy who sits behind you? It's usually me. He pipes up with something all the time. The referee, the player, the forward, the defender.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter who it is, he's always got something to say. That's Charles Barkley, isn't it?
Yeah.
No matter what it is, whoever it is, what team it is. Probably he's going kids playing, he's probably piping on his kid's head.
That's what you used to do when I used to play football as a 10-year-old, right down my ear.
Absolutely.
1 and 2.
Yeah, it sounded like what you said before this series.
Thank you, Ernie. Hey, listen.
You said that exact thing. Hey, they got no chance.
Hey, let me tell you something.
Tell us something.
The best team didn't win the series.
To the bank. Hey, but you say a best of 7. You have always said the better team always wins in a best of 7.
Miami is not better than Celtics. I'm just telling you. No. Hey, listen, I'll stick by what I said.
No.
The better team did not win this series.
No, they're not more talented. They
got more talent. You're right. The more talented team did not win this series.
But the better team did.
If you want to say that. But the team that had more talent didn't win the series. Now, the difference is...
It's different, isn't it? The difference between having a better team and having better players on your team.
I think to win a tournament in any sport, you've got to have that player who's your go-to guy, who stands up in the changing room, in a locker room, whatever you want to call it, and he says to people. Do you remember there was people like Ray Lewis who did it for the Baltimore Ravens, people like that. Michael Strahan did it for the Giants, and Lawrence Taylor, people like that. And you look at people, Shaq was one of them players. Barkley was probably one of them. You had Kobe. Michael Jordan influenced the game, just grabbed the game by the scruff of the neck and just went for it. Now I know Barkley's never won the NBA title, but he was certainly good enough to win it. If he had a five-man team around him, it was the same. But I think you've got with people like Jokic, you've got someone coming in where he's just going to smash it, and he knows how to lead. He knows how to lead it. And when you've got him coming in, but then you've got Jimmy Butler on the other side, who's also a similar guy. Maybe not as good as Jokic, but he's definitely got that.
Very different players.
Yeah, but he's got that ability to dominate a game and influence a game. And when it comes to the final, it's whoever wants it more, I think. It comes down... A lot of stuff goes out the window. Form goes out the window.
Yeah, that Game 7, yes, the momentum of winning 3 games in a bounce just goes...
Yeah.
But that Game 7, Celtics didn't even really look like they wanted it at all. Miami looked like they wanted it way more. They looked like I think the reason they won, they've got a better coach, I think, Miami, first of all. They just looked like they wanted the first 3 games. I thought it was going to be a sweet 4-0.
Everyone
the way
did.
They were playing.
Everyone did. But the way it went. But then Boston came back into it, got back into the games.
And then as soon as they won 3, you're not thinking anything else.
As soon as it went back to Boston, I'm thinking it's Boston's. This is going to be Boston in the final.
Yeah, it's got to be. But to show the spirit you must have to have, and how together the players are in the locker room to come 3-0 to 3-3 and then win Game 7.
I just think that both teams, Miami and Denver, are both 2 solid 5-man teams.
Yeah.
And they play as a team. Both teams play as a team.
They've each got their star man, but they've not got 4 bums around them.
Correct. But I just think, we'll go to our predictions at the end in a minute.
Yeah, okay.
But I just think when you look at it, I think Denver are more rounded as a team.
Yeah, 100%.
With the Nuggets, they're not going to have these peaks and valleys. They're going to play. They're not going to come out there and just jack up threes and just like, if we make them, we're going to win. I've told Bernie, I have not changed any opinion about the Denver Nuggets. I said when the playoffs started, they're going to win the championship. I cannot wait to get to Denver. And first of all, they got a really good break tonight, because the Celtics would have been the Jason Tatum injury thing. But I think it worked out perfect for the Nuggets.
It'll definitely be a tall task for Miami Heat, but you said they only won by 4 or won by 5. That concerns me. This is
you don't know the situation, Shaq. Could have been back.
That's another thing as well. Denver have had quite a long break, haven't they? Winning 4 games.
4 games, time off. Yeah.
And
4 games in a row.
Miami's have to go through all 7
games. Yeah.
Next, the finals is 4 or 5 days later.
Denver comes across to me as like a bit of a machine. It's just a rolling machine. It's just whoever you put in front of them this season, I think they're just going to take apart.
It's been like that really all season.
Mm-hmm.
And stuff like that. You just don't know
the situation.
Yeah, you do.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
No, if they're so
you
mighty,
don't even know who played.
I don't care. If they're so mighty, they would have won by 15, 20 points. 4 or 5 concerns me. So
first game in Denver at the end of December.
Exactly.
Joker had triple-double. KCP had 20. Murray had 14. They shot 59%.
You talking like it's going to be a beatdown.
Hero had 26, 10, and 5. Hero could return in this series. From Chris Haynes had this. Ramping up workouts, expected to make his return at some point during the finals, with Game 3 being the likely target, league sources tell.
They'll be 2-0 down by then, and they're going to need someone like Tyler Hero to come in. Is he going to be right? Not played for a while. Was it his hand? Is it a hand injury?
Hand fracture, yeah.
Hand fracture. Oh yeah, it says there, hand fracture. He's going to come back in. I know he's a great player, but is he going to be enough to sort of take that momentum away if they are 2-0?
I don't like Tyler. He's a great player, but I don't think he's got enough to bring it into the Miami Heat and beat the Denver Nuggets.
No, I agree. See what he says.
See Haynes. In the second game in Miami in February, Joker had 27, 12, and 8. Jamal Murray didn't play. They shot 58% and won. Butler had 24, 10, and 9. Struce 23. That's just a bunch of numbers I'm throwing at you. And that's all going back to February. Here we are. It's May. Going into June, NBA Finals.
Again, it'll be a tall task for the Miami Heat. Joker is the best player in the league. He's playing great. Jamal's playing some inspiring basketball, but
the bench,
the Miami Heat, the others, the way they're playing, I'm not going to count them out.
I would say there's mismatches everywhere.
Vincent looks so good out there.
I mean, again, same. It was very similar, maybe even more, because Porter and Gordon, with their size, also create some mismatch. But obviously, Joker, the MVP candidate and MVP the last 2 years, and could have won it easily this year. You have Murray playing like an all-star easily. you would say, oh, they have mismatches all the way. But there's only what happens in basketball. There's only a certain amount of possessions, and so it's not like a football where you could dominate the clock with the amount of possession. You have to shoot the ball in 24 seconds here. So everyone has the same amount of possessions if you don't turn the basketball over. So if Miami Heat doesn't turn the basketball over and they play the way that inspired their way, that's what beat the Boston Celtics. Can they do that with the Denver Nuggets? Visually, you go, no. But the way they have played this playoffs, I would not count them out.
Here's a nugget for you, okay? The last time Miami won at Denver, November 30th, 2016, 106-98, Joker and Jamal Murray both coming off the bench.
That's hilarious.
On that Denver team.
Hey, man, the Denver Nuggets are a complete team.
Yes, they are.
They got – I don't get into the matter who the best player in the world is because, Giannis is in that conversation. Embiid won MVP. Joker has been the best player in the playoffs.
Caleb Martin.
Caleb Martin. Joker's been the
Caleb
best
Martin's
player in
Game 7 was unreal.
the NBA playoffs so far. I will tell you this. Miami, they play hard. They play smart. They got a great coach. But I do not see anybody beating the Denver Nuggets.
All right.
I agree
Yeah,
with Barkley.
I do, but I feel like Barkley said that about Miami v Celtic.
I think he said
Celtics.
probably said it about the Lakers as well.
Probably,
Denver.
Yeah.
It's one of them just changes his mind. Everyone keeps calling the
Yeah.
wrong team every way. So in that case, Miami's going to win.
Yeah, probably.
No, I think. How come Jokic didn't get the MVP this year?
It's probably just one of them, like, always won it the last 2 years in a row, let's give it to someone else.
Yeah, but surely you give it to the best player.
You
in the
do,
league.
yeah, I agree.
And I guess they have an MVP.
But it's not like Embiid's not been
No,
an
I know
amazing
that.
player.
I know
Like,
that.
he's definitely
Yeah.
up there for
Yeah.
candidate to
Yeah.
push Jokic to be MVP. But I mean, my opinion, I think Jokic should have got it as well. But I just feel like they decided to give it to someone else.
But Jimmy Butler talks a lot, doesn't he?
Yeah,
He talks a little bit too much, doesn't he?
he talks a lot, but he
Backs
at
it
the
up.
moment he's backing it up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So-
I'm looking forward to it. I think it's. I'm definitely thinking Denver's going to win it. That's my pick. I think
How many
Denver's going to win in
games?
4.
What?
I think it'll
in
go
the
2.
finals, a sweep.
No. Sorry, in 5. Sorry, I
5.
think it'll go 2-0. 1-2-0 in Denver. First 2 games.
Okay.
It'll go back to Miami, and it'll go 2-1, and then it'll go 3-1, and then 4-1.
Okay. I think Miami will take the first game.
Oof.
Yeah. And then Denver will win again, Denver will win again. So it's 3-1. Then it'll go 3-2, then it'll go 4-2, Denver in 6.
Right. So that's what you're going for. Right.
I'm going Denver in 6, yeah.
Denver in 5. Let's see.
Although I want Miami to win.
I kind of want.
I really want Jimmy Butler to get that championship, like really bad.
Yeah. I kind of want Jokic to win it, and put it all to bed as best player in the world
Yeah, but if it's just if
from Europe.
we claim him.
Hey, I'm claiming Giannis as well at the
Yeah.
same time.
Yeah,
Don't you
Greek,
want it?
innit, yeah.
There's a few of them I've got. Yeah. But yeah, it's
Luka Doncic.
well, that's yeah, exactly. That's our preview of the NBA final.
Yeah.
I think what we're going to do on this channel as well, we're going to cover all the different sports. We will be covering the NBA final as it progresses. We're going to cover everything from NBA, NFL, MLB, English Premier League, MLS, golf, tennis,
Whatever you want,
cricket,
put it in the
whatever you want
comments.
in the comments. We watch all sport. Trust me, we know a little bit about everything.
Yeah.
We don't know everything about nothing. Apart from English Premier League football, we probably know a lot about.
Yeah.
That's our strongest sport.
Yeah,
NBA,
by far.
you're pretty clued up on. NFL, we know little bits and bobs here and there. We're trying to learn, so this is where you come in as well. It's going to be a group channel. It's not just going to be us two. It's going to be everyone getting involved. You'll be seeing us at events. We'll be doing live blogs or live vlogs for maybe the FA Cup at weekend.
Yeah.
So do like and subscribe. Let's get the channel going. Be a part of it.
Yeah.
We'll be in the comments as well, and we will catch you on the next one.
Cheers.